So hello, we will today focus on the sed command. The sed is a streaming editor, which means it can print some lines of text from a file, it can delete lines of text from a file, and even it can find and replace some text from a file. A sample example, let's say if I put echo hello world and I pipe it to sed, let's say the general formula is S is substitute. I will say, let me find hello, replace it with hi. Okay, and then, so basically what I did is the data that I have, everything, it searches for everything, have hello, and it will replace it with hi. That's the general one for find and replace. We'll go over it very extensively, but now I will go with how to print some things. To print, I will use this file, and we see how we can manipulate this file using sed. So first, for the printing, you have to use a sed-n, and then you use, let's say, I want to search for any character, and print it. Any character and print it in a file which is sample.txt. So basically what it did here is the same file. It printed everything. Of course, because nothing is not a character, it will not print it. So it printed everything just like grep dot before. Another thing we can do is, let's say if I want to print something with the letter A. So it printed AA, just like grep. It is the same as grep, but using sed. Another thing we can do, if I want to print the third line, what I do here is, instead of this pattern, I put 3. Print for me 3. The third line is 6. So it printed the third line. Another example, if I want, is, let's say I want to print from 2 to 4. It printed from line 2 to line 4. A complex one we can use, it involves a parameter, a pattern, like let's say BB. Okay. And 4. This means search for me anything between the 4 lines. If it has BB, you do it. If it not, it's only print BB. So this one, it only prints BB. To give it a more explanatory way, let's say, find me 5, the letter 5, and when you see it, you continue to line 4. So it printed the line 2, line 3, line 4. If it did not find 5, it will look everywhere here for 5. And then if it is not available, it will not print anything for me. That's the easy way to get it. Another thing, let's say, if I want search for me 5 and print till the end. The dollar means to the end. So this means it prints from 5, the location of 5, which is the second line, till the end, till FF. So this is basically the print command. For the delete command, what I will do is sed, let's say, delete for me line 3 to the end. Line 3 to the end. And of course I press the D, which is delete, and I put the name of the file. So now it only give me the first and the second 2. The other thing, the one that we used before also with the grep, is, let's say, delete for me all empty lines. So here the pattern is the empty line, and I tell it delete for me the empty line in the file. So it deleted the line 9, which is the empty file. Another thing, if you find a pattern, delete also the line or the lines after it. For example, this same one, this same one, if I put, let's say, dollar plus 1, this means find me the empty space and delete not only the empty space but also another line that is after it. So it deleted the FF, it deleted the line, and it deleted the FF. There's other factors, but these are the main things that you need to know. These also can be used with grep. Also, grep has the same feature with grep minus v, and also with the grep also can do the finding. But the main thing for sed is to use it as find and replace, and we will discuss it now. Let us start with a simple example. Sed/s, substitute the one that I want to search. I want to search AA, and then replace the AA with capital AA, then dash, and the file is the one that I'm using now, in data.txt. So what it did is it replaced AA, if you notice here, AA with double A, but it left some which would not do. So basically what it did is on every line it searches for one occurrence only. It doesn't search for multiple occurrences. If I want to get the second one, the second occurrence, sometimes it is useful to get the second occurrence, not the first one. There's some config files you need the second occurrence, so instead of changing it manually, you use it. So what you do here is you put 2. So now what happened? It got the second one. If you want the third one, it will take the third one. But now if I want to take everything, I want to have all of them, replace all, which is found in all editors. So what I do is I use the very famous G, and I will get everything now. Everything now is capitalized. Let us go further. Let's say I want to change a Windows. Here I have the Windows. I want to change the capital to small. So what I do is here Windows, I may change it to Win, let's say, and global. So I put the global, it will change it for me. Now it is Win77. Another example, if there is let's say the Windows, I don't know if it is capital or small. So case sensitive is very important. So what do? I use the special instead of the G that I use the global. I use the I, which is the insensitive. As an example, this same one, instead of Windows, I say Windows, replace Windows with Windows, and here I. But this Windows, it says no matter what is the formation of it, if it has a capital I here, or capital N, or capital W, you search for everything like this Windows, and it will make it small case like this one. So I press enter, and now all capital W are small again. We continue. Let's say I want to, this /home/13, I want to make it tilde. You know, in scripts, sometimes if you want to take it to another computer, you might have to change this /home to /13 to another, to user, let's say, or your username. So if you have all these files, you can directly apply sed on them, and you can do it. So how you do it? First you put here, let's say, /home/13. Okay, I want to replace it with tilde. I put here G. It put an error. Why? Because the set does not know this because we have redundant slashes here. So what we can do, two methods. The first method is you can put for this slash home, you can put a backslash for it. Okay, and then you press enter. And it changed. Now you have the tilde as we expected. Another method we can use, instead of this one, I can use, let's say, any other symbol. Doesn't matter. This one, I will use any other symbol, but they have to be the same. This is allowed in sed. You can use whichever symbol other than the slash in order for you to have it. So you put enter and it will also perform it. Now the important thing is these files, how can you replace them? Because now this data.txt, it has not changed. If you want to change it, let's say this one, I want to change it, you can pipe it to another file. Let's say data.text.back. Okay. So now this data, let's say I have it here, cat data.back. Now here it has changed to the file that I want. But there is another option you can use, which I don't recommend, but you can use it also. The other option that you can use is you put the -i. -i will directly replace it in the data.txt. So if I press enter now data.txt, if I cat it here, let me cat it here. Now this data.txt have already changed. You've changed it. So you have to be very careful when you use it because you already changed it. There's another thing you can use is after the I you put a back and then you change. Let me change something here. Let me change Big Mac to small Mac and data.txt. So what happened now? Data.txt has changed. Data.txt has changed. Now it has Mac. I forgot Mac, this one. And also it created another file. Which is data.txt back, which is the old one that you have.